Do you know what this means? We're all encouraged, no, programmed, to believe that if a guy acts like a total jerk, that means he likes you.
Alright, let's cut to the chase, and today's movie is one that I rewatch every once in a while, even though I don't like the majority of it. For those who don't know, He's Just Not That Into You is a cheesy rom-com that focuses on overlapping storylines that tackle different perspectives on relationships, starting with Ben and Janine, who are a married couple, and you get to see how Ben is constantly cheating on Janine with a yoga instructor, which is supposed to tackle the idea of infidelity within a relationship. And then you've got the fear of marriage angle and long-term commitment, as well as the social pressures of marriage. And that is showcased by Beth and Neil's relationship, because they've been committed to each other for 7 years, but they haven't put a ring on it. And the two of them end up butting heads with one another because Beth actually wants to get married. Next, you got easily two of the most forgettable relationships in this film. So the yoga instructor, Anna, who's having an affair with Ben, is also leading her friend Connor on, and he's trying to figure out where they stand. He ends up confiding in Mary, and the two end up bonding over their share of relationship struggles. Last but not least, you have Gigi and Alex, which focuses on how a mentor falls in love with his mentee as he teaches her romantic cues so she can stop misreading her date's signals. And this is trying to tackle the idea that love is right in front of you. You either just have to acknowledge it or completely ignore it and hope that there's something better out there. And to be honest, only one of these stories I actually get invested in. Everything else I could really care less about. And that's because the characters are forgettable, lack charm, and I don't think they're as strong as Alex and Gigi. Don't get me wrong, their romance is a bit predictable, but it's hands down the funniest.
Pittsburgh.
Run.
And is the only reason I rewatched this movie. Not only do I find it very realistic, but I think the entire movie should have been focused more on these two. The Ben storyline means nothing to me, and the same goes for the whole Mary plot, which feels tacked on to an already overbloated film. As for Beth and Neil, I believe that they're portrayed pretty well by Ben Affleck and Jennifer Aniston.
Move a little further away from
Baltimore?
your sisters.
But the problem is, it's just not that gripping of a storyline. It's not bad conceptually, and I understand the appeal, but personally, after I'm done watching the movie, it just doesn't leave that much of a lasting impression. It might for some, just not for me. And if you are curious about my thoughts on the Ben storyline, in short, it is the most obnoxious thing about this entire film. I am not rooting for a guy to cheat on his wife with his yoga instructor. It is absolutely gross and grating. I cannot stand it, and that's why I actually think it ruins this movie for me and drags this all the way down to a 4 out of 10. But granted, the rest of the storylines aren't as great either. I think that's why it's a mixed bag for me, because I do like Gigi and Alex's storyline. It's the best part of this entire film, and I recommend watching it just for their scenes, but everything else doesn't work for me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And as always, watch, connect, and grow.
I don't know why I said that. It wasn't all the time, but it did happen. I know I'm not just making this up, and then out of nowhere, it just stops.